What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from sunny, beautiful Playa del Carmen, and I'm extremely excited for today's video because I am bringing you some serious value. I have been scouring the streets of Playa del Carmen on foot for the last week to find you the best apartment at the best price in the best location. And I recently had a subscriber comment and question, do you think it's possible to live on $2,500 US a month and live a good life in Playa del Carmen? And the short answer is yes. But I will show you guys this apartment, and I think it's in the perfect price range for that type of budget of $1,800 to $2,500 a month. And I'll put that comment up on the screen from Awake Aware, I believe is their handle. So thank you guys for the comment. And let's go check out this apartment. I'll show you how to get there and show you the neighborhood a little bit of the neighborhood. And then at the end of the video, I'll put together a nice montage of the inside of the apartment so you can see what it looks like. And on the walk over there, I'll give you some details regarding the contracts. And at the very end of the video, I'll tell you what the two different price options are, because the prices actually vary whether or not you do a 6-month or a 1-year lease. So we'll get into the price and the leases at the very end. Thank you guys so much for stopping in today. Let's go check out a sweet apartment right in the center of Playa del Carmen. Let's go. So guys, we are here on 5th Avenue and now getting to 20th, as you can see here. And you can hear it's pretty noisy here. So one of the first things that jumped out to me about this place is it's extremely quiet, and it's only 2 blocks from 5th Avenue. I think that's a pretty rare find in itself, right? You find a place that's at a good value with a great location, but it's near the center and it's actually not noisy. That is a big thing that jumped out to me. Now, a couple of quick things to get out of the way real quickly here in the beginning. This place does not allow kids or pets. So if you're thinking about coming down with your family, this will probably not work for you. And if you have a large dog, it's definitely a no-go. They did say it was slightly negotiable, maybe if you have a small cat or something like that. But for some of you, that might be music to your ears, because I think most of us have been there before, where we live in condos or apartments or some type of building where our neighbors have dogs that bark and bark and bark, especially when they leave and then leave the dogs at home. So to me, that's actually kind of a benefit. I don't have any pets at the moment, and so that would work for me. Now, the other thing that jumped out to me about this place is that there's actually 2 full baths. So it's a 2-bed and 2 full bath, and the ensuite bathroom right off the nicest bedroom has a full-size bathtub, and that's something that's pretty hard to find in a Mexican neighborhood. So we just crossed 10th Avenue. We're on 20th right now, walking to the west. And so also a couple more things about the contract. They will ask you for 2 references for this particular apartment. And there are no services included, so you will be paying the gas, the Wi-Fi, and the electricity. But I think when you hear the prices, the options for the 2 different contracts at the end of the video, you'll see that there's a little bit of room in the budget to cover those utilities. And Wi-Fi here is only about $20, $22 a month, $25 depending on what you go with, how fast you need that Wi-Fi to be, and which company you go with. All right, guys, so we're now here on 15th and 20th. And you can see right there, and you can hear how much quieter it is now. We do have a motorcycle here, but other than that, very, very quiet neighborhood. And so right here to the south, we have Constituyentes. And for how close this is to Constituyentes, I was incredibly surprised. And so this is a third floor unit. That's another thing I wanted to mention here early on. So that's not going to be ideal for some of you who don't do stairs very well. But this is the place right up here on the third floor. And one thing I like about being up on the third floor is you don't have the bars on your windows. The first and second floors have bars on the windows. There is also a balcony up there. So without further ado, I'm gonna take you guys up there. I'm gonna show you this apartment, and then we're gonna get right into the pricing and the contract options. And also feel free, guys, this is still available, so feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, and I can help put you in touch with the property manager. I am not getting a commission off this or anything like that. I'm just trying to find you guys value. So if you appreciate my efforts, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go check out this apartment, guys. All right, guys, so there you have a quick view of the inside of the apartment. As you can see, there's an air conditioning unit in both bedrooms and the living room, a beautiful dining table, a nice living area. And one of the things that stuck out to me too was the kitchen has a nice 4-burner gas stove. I hate cooking on electric, and I really dislike being limited to 2 burners. So that's another really big thing there, a big plus for that apartment. Now, without further ado, let's talk contracts. So if you do a 1-year lease, if you're willing to commit to a 1-year lease, the price point is 14,000 pesos. And you're 2 blocks from 5th Avenue. You're close to all the beaches, the high-end restaurants on 10th Avenue as well. There's nice gyms to choose from nearby. World Gym is just down the way. Evolve is close by. So that's another perk, is the walkability of this neighborhood. And so 14,000 pesos for a 1-year lease, 14,000 a month. If you're only willing to do a 6-month lease, the price point will be 15,000 pesos a month for this one. And now I'm actually going to go walk around and show a preview of a few more properties we'll be getting into and checking out. So if you guys want to stick around, kind of see what those look like from the outside, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comments if you want me to keep going with these property and rental updates. I will be looking at varying property types. So I'll be looking at furnished studios. Today we did a 2-bed, 2-bath, which I've had a lot of questions about. Where can I get a 2-bed, 2-bath and for how much? But I'll also be looking at a freestanding house that has its own parking area and yard. So I'll see if I can get in and take a look at that. And then there's also a 2-bedroom condo that I may take a look at. So I'll try to keep going with these rental updates every 2 weeks or so, but at least once a month to give you guys an idea of what you should be paying and the value that's out here. Keep in mind, I'm only going to show you the best value that I find. I'm not going to waste your time with the crummy ones. There are a lot of crummy apartments out there, and you know, sometimes still at not so great prices. I did look at another one that was like 8,500 pesos a month, and it was atrocious. So I'm not going to show that level of quality. We're just going to show the gems. And I think this one today is a gem at 14,000 pesos a month. It's really hard to beat with this location and like I said, the tranquility of the neighborhood, the walkability of it, the security of it. So guys, if you found value in this, please smash the like button for me. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Rope Monster out. All right guys, so as mentioned, a little bit of bonus material here. I'm just going to show the outside of 2 or 3 properties that I'm going to be looking at in the upcoming days and weeks. It's Mexico, guys, so sometimes you can imagine I'll call on a property, set up a time to see it, and then they won't show up or they'll cancel on me. Usually that's a red flag that I don't want to rent from people like that. But sometimes also people are just busy here and have 2 or 3 jobs. And so this is one that I'll be looking at also on 20th. And you guys can feel free to call on these as well. I will go ahead and put that number right there. This one, as you can see, is a studio, 8,000 pesos, and right here in the heart of town. So if you're not looking for a 2-bedroom and you want a studio and your budget's more like 8,000 pesos, then that might be a good option for you. Now we're gonna walk back to 10th and then walk north a little ways. And I'll show you a couple other properties that I'm going to look at. And I'll just keep filming here so you guys know how to get there. Buenas. So you can see right here, guys, we have, you know, high-end Italian restaurants right around the corner. And 10th is quite noisy. So you can see the value of being back in one of those neighborhoods like on 15th. I personally wouldn't want to live right on 5th or right on 10th. So here's another building here, guys, and I haven't checked this one out yet. There's so many to check out. This is a much higher end building, but we have 2-bedroom apartments, rooftop pool, long-term rentals, and there is the number right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And so if you guys have a Mexican number, like a Telcel number, feel free to send a WhatsApp message to those numbers to inquire about the details on your own, and they will send photos and prices. If you don't have a Mexican number, it's quite possible that they will give you a different starting price point. And I've talked about that in videos months ago, that you will probably want a Mexican phone number when you inquire about these places, or have someone inquire about them on your behalf who has a Mexican number, which is kind of what I'm doing for you guys right now in this video. Okay, so now we're on 10th Avenue and 24 NTE right here. And we're gonna now once again walk west. And I really like it back in this neighborhood. There's a lot of greenery, there's a little park, but just tons of trees, and it's just beautiful. So I'll be looking at 2 or 3 different properties back in here. And there are some individual freestanding homes, as you can see. And once again, right here, guys. For those of you moving down or already down here looking for a place, feel free to call these numbers. That's why I'm showing them for you and doing the ground pounding for you guys, so that you have some options to call on. These places look really intriguing to me, for sure. And there's another one that's even more hidden that I almost kind of want to inquire about for myself, but I would also be happy if one of you guys ends up with it, because it looks like a really nice place, and I am happy with where I'm at right now, so I'm not in a hurry to move. Here's one other option, guys, that I'm just now noticing, and this is by night or by month. So this would be for some of you more short-term minded folks. This place looks pretty cool. Okay, it's not actually on the street. Calle 40 entre Avenida 10 y Quinta. So there's yet another number for you guys. That place looks nice. It's like by the night or by the month though, so probably not the most cost-effective option. It is hot. I am filming this midday, a little after 3 p.m., so bear with me, dehydration kicking in. But yeah, this is the park that I mentioned right here. And it's so colorful, all the trees, absolutely gorgeous. And I've mentioned in previous videos that really the best way to find legitimate deals on apartments or houses is to just walk around. I would say forget about Facebook Marketplace. I don't think we have Mano a Mano here. Mano a Mano is a publication that I used to use in Jalisco to find places in Vallarta, and it was kind of a place for people to post apartments, but we don't have that here, so this is the number one way to find them. Now look at these houses here and how tranquil this is. There may be some construction happening here at some point, but for now this is incredibly quiet. And we've got this house for rent, and this is number one on my list to come check out. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. So there's the number for you guys who want to inquire on your own. I'm not trying to get commissions or anything off these videos or deal directly with the managers or owners too much anyway. But you can see that's a nice house back there and fairly quiet. So guys, those are just a few of the properties I'll be trying to check out in the coming days. I've got one more here, and I don't know, I may have to put an overlay, a photo of the number for this one because it's a little high up, but maybe you can see it. I noticed this just keeping my head on a swivel and walking around. This sign up on the 4th floor of this building. Okay, so it's all the way up there, and so I will be calling on that one. Unfortunately though, this building does sound like maybe they have dogs allowed there, and it is noisy. So you can respect my point and see the value in the having a building with no animals allowed. You can see the difference in how quiet that one is versus over here. You've got a ton of yapping dogs. So I may end up not looking at that one if I come back here and hear all that barking. So that's the bonus material for you guys. I appreciate you sticking around this long in the video. I find these houses back here to be charming, and they look spacious, and I think that eventually I'd like to get into something like that, and I'd like to at least bring them to your attention that they are available. There are actual houses here, and down these quiet little side streets. So once again, guys, if you found any value in this, please smash the like button for me. Share this with any friends you may have looking for rentals down in Mexico, in Playa, and I will see you guys in the next one.